What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the Street Reporter. I got the legendary Street Certified in here, aka Rex, one of the top bloggers in the culture. He been doing this shit for a while. Helped me early in my career with this shit. Millions of views on Instagram. This the guy you call when you need some promo. How you doing, legend?
Man, cool, man. Man.
Most definitely. A lot of shit going on in the culture. I thought this was the perfect time to get somebody who speak for the culture in front of this camera. You know, I talk to a lot of guys. A lot of people kind of tuck their tail in because they be around these rappers 24 hours. They never be honest with me. I feel like, Rex, you always honest, bro. I want to jump right into it. Now, for the people who don't know what's going on, you'll let them know exactly what your name is and where you're from.
Yeah, man. Street Certified News, man. Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Southside, my whole life. You know what I'm saying? We here, man. Rex. You know what I mean? Fuck with my nigga Truth, man. The real legend, man. They say you call too many people legends.
they so tell me that shit, man. A lot of people don't know that's my lingo. You know how you say, what up, bro, and what up, famo? I call people legends. I try to show them love and this shit. You know, some people feel like I'm calling everybody Martin Luther King and shit like that.
Nah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a legend though. So
when
you speak to me about it, it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But I be joking with you. You know what I'm saying? Because I see that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. I want to jump right into it.
All right.
KingVon documentary. It went viral all around the world. A guy by the name of Trap Lord Ross dropped a documentary. Said KingVon was involved in 765 million bodies. Okay, he did a documentary. How did you feel about that documentary? You think it's going too far, or do you agree with it?
I ain't even know it came out, bro. I heard people talking about it. I ain't see it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't pop up on my YouTube or nothing. To be honest, bro, like, we got a problem with, like, you know what I'm saying, allowing outsiders to speak on anything and we paid attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, man, like, Buddy could make 1 million videos. If we don't pay it attention, if we don't give it the legs, then he just some weirdo from another country talking about some motherfuckers he don't know. You know what I'm saying? We kind of give it legitimacy by caring about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with Buddy, man, but I mean, he don't know what the fuck he talking about. He can't. He ain't never been to Chicago.
So you don't agree with that?
I don't agree with
the KingVon having 11, 12, 13 bodies.
I can't listen to nobody about a nigga who you ain't never been to Chicago, bro. You never even stood here one time. You ain't even go downtown. You ain't been to the water tower, like nothing, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, you ain't even been to the most white downtown park. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna talk about what is going on, you know what I'm saying, on the south side? Like, I just don't see that shit. But I do understand, man, you know, it's the fans, bro. Y'all stop watching that goofy shit. Motherfuckers will stop making the videos. They only make the videos because y'all watch it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all could tell that nigga to make a goddamn Britney Spears video. If 1 million people watch it, he gonna make that motherfucker. Like, that's his job. He not a street person.
Right.
He a person who makes shit for y'all to watch, and then he make money. So just don't watch it, or have the nigga make some new shit or something. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't even giving no thought, bro. I don't even care, like, to be honest.
Okay, I want to ask you this. You know, he goes back, he does his research. Documentary about 3-4 hours. He does his research. He follows all KingVon tweets from back in the day. All his Instagram posts, his Facebook posts. Then, you know, he comes up with these things that said he was linked to these cases. Is it dangerous by believing tweets?
You want to hear something funny, bro? That nigga Donald Trump just yesterday tweeted World War III. That's all he tweeted. He ain't tweet, like, no comment. He just tweeted World War. Are we at war? Is it World War III right now? I'm looking outside, I don't see shit.
Right.
Motherfuckers tweet shit all the time, man. Like, motherfuckers gotta understand, too, like, he a civilian, so he don't understand that. For instance, for example, Von might have knew what was happening. He might have known I'm somewhere way the fuck over here. So I'm going to tweet some shit that look like I got something to do with it. But in reality, if you was to check cameras, if you was to ping my phone, bitch, I'm in Stager somewhere. So then all the people get to looking at me thinking I did it, but I got proof I didn't do it, i.e. the real niggas just got away. Niggas don't understand the streets.
Right.
Niggas don't understand the streets, man. It's always the overplay for the underlay. It's never what you think it is. It's always some weird shit that you ain't see coming. So for a nigga to just go through some tweets and say, oh, well, this tweet was this and then that, like, bro, He just tricked you too, nigga. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's a reason why Buddy ass ain't go down for all these murders that they say he did. He probably ain't doing. Or the niggas was just slick as fuck. Niggas be slick as well oiled, G. You know what I'm saying? Niggas slick as fuck in Chicago, G. You don't know what's going on.
You know, the next thing I want to ask, after, the documentary comes out, it's out for one day. Damn, that does 500,000 views. You know, Trap Leroy has a Hassa account.
Buddy got like million. He got like a million.
He got a lot of subs. This is the question, though. The next day we woke up in the morning, the video was took down. Looks like KingVon family, Balo, which is his cousin. You know, they got the video down. He posts it on social media. They got that shit took down. Anybody showing Von in a bad light, they not rocking with that. What come to your mind when you hear that? Because you make content.
I made a video about Von. And I ain't got took down.
How do you feel about families attacking investigation journalism?
Man, that's their motherfucking right. That's their family shit. I ain't gonna tell no nigga what to do for his family. Nigga, you can attack anybody for your family shit. That's right. You gotta get right with the family if you wanna make a 4-hour documentary about a nigga. Gee, how you ain't talk to his family? Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, in my case, I dropped a video, but it's crazy. I dropped a video based on an FBI report that I read, and niggas thought I was crazy, and then a year later, everybody else reported on the same FBI report. You know what I'm talking about?
That FBG butter story.
No,
the FBG duck case.
Yeah,
that went viral actually. Your video.
I was gonna say because I was the first motherfucker to tell people that the FBI shows lyrics in his song, and they literally state if the nigga was alive, he would have got indicted too.
I stamped that you were the first to be putting that out.
Yeah, and nobody believed it. And then about November, December, like around Christmas, like everybody started reporting. Oh man, KingVon would have been like, nigga, that shit old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? But so I feel like my shit, like I be trying to root my shit, bro, in like undeniable facts. If it's even a guess, I'd not use it. I want my linchpin to be some shit that's undeniable, like an FBI report, like a cooperation agreement, like a nigga paperwork, that type of shit. Ain't no back and forth. It's just locked in. So I think a lot of these bloggers, because they so thirsty for the attention, the clicks, the views, we talking about them right now, they take a lot of liberties about what they trying to get people to believe, and it don't really be all the way factual. It be like they guessing, they leaning, and they trying to get people to everybody talk about it, but that shit don't be right, and you can't lie on nobody. So it's like that's defamation, you know what I'm saying, or liable, whatever you want to call it. Like you can't just lie on a nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? You see, they got that Michael Jackson shit took down.
Facts. Now, what you just saying, you can't lie on nobody. It goes to my next lead-off question.
Okay.
You know, I do my homework. I wanted to see the fans' reaction. Some people say don't call them fans. I wanted to see the audience reaction to the Trap Leroy video. I seen something that I thought was strong, and I want to share with you and get your opinion on it. Somebody said Von rapped about murders. He talked about them every time he talked in interviews. He was doing the Breakfast Club. He was finna speak on the murder. Then Dirt kind of shushed him. And 16 shot a visuals interview. 16 was asking him about music. He said, man, I don't know about all that, but I can tell you about them bodies I beat. Okay? Some people said Von would have.
But if he beat him, that means he ain't doing him, right?
Right. How do you think Von would have felt if he was alive, in your opinion? I know you don't know. You can't just come.
Yeah, I ain't never meet, bro. I don't know him like that. Some rappers I've met before, so I could kind of speak more. Right. But from what I see, I feel like from what I seen from bro understand the real truth and understanding about life.
Right.
That nigga would have been entertained by this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he understand being a rapper like him, who talk about the shit he talk about. This just go to the lore. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because that's dude's name and shit, lore and shit. So this go to the lore. Y'all just creating a fucking superhero out of me. So if I'm laugh because I'm not under indictment. And y'all making all these stories that just help my music get bigger and bigger. I think it'd have been entertaining to him. I think he'd have, blew it off like, some dumb shit or whatever. But I think he'd have liked it. You know what I'm saying?
I wanted to get your opinion on that. I want to go to the next question. I thought that was crazy. Somebody said that in the comment section.
But you know what though? I'm gonna keep it 100, bro, because I posted it, so I gotta speak on it.
Okay,
I can't let it go. So it was a live one time where Von on live with his fans. He used to just go live with his fans sometimes.
He did a lot.
So he on live and shit, and his fans is asking him how many bodies he got.
Okay.
So niggas is spamming numbers like 3, 4, 10.
Wow.
They spamming numbers in the chat. So he told motherfuckers it was more than 5. Like out his mouth, he was like, "Oh no, it's more than 5." But then he wouldn't go further. He wouldn't say more than that. But that's all I'm gonna say. And he said out his own milk. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that Von was something else.
Yeah, wild boy, man.
Next question I want to ask. This just trended today. News just broke, going crazy. FBG Duck mom actually went live this morning. Everybody run to their phone, screen recorded and shit. It captured a quick conversation of her telling everybody that somebody was gonna get arrested again off Duck murder. Then shit broke on Fox 32 News that a 6th person has been arrested for FBG Duck murder by the name of Teasy, a THF affiliate. First thoughts come to your head, because I see shit on the internet that say somebody telling and all kind of shit. What's the first thoughts come to your head when you hear it's a 6th member involved in this, allegedly?
So when we was talking about it, you know what I'm saying, before, it makes sense it was THF.
Right.
That's the first thing came my mind was like, it's probably a THF nigga, and then it was.
Right.
The other part that kind of come to my mind is 9 times out of 10 they already had this nigga on their radar.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, and then they just had to lock him down with them pings. You know what I'm saying? Like they had to do some shit that take months, send some shit out, wait for it, get back. You know what I'm saying? Like
I haven't heard that point of view yet.
Yeah, cause I know we had already talked about it. So basically, they saying dude the one that dropped the low.
Yeah.
So like that's not a I got you today type of thing I could get you on.
Right.
I gotta literally find your phone number, get your phone carrier number, subpoena your phone records, triangulate the ping. I gotta do all this shit to prove that you was there and you made a phone call at this time. And 15 minutes later, we watched the niggas drive through the traffic cameras all the way to. You see what I'm saying? Like it take months and months for them to lock that in. You know what I'm saying? From what I was told, and just from words. So then that's the other part too. When it comes to dudes like the bloggers that's not really plugged in. It's certain shit that they'll never know because people tell us shit.
Right.
Facts. Like one thing that I've been told, and I've not seen nothing else to speak against it, was that none of them niggas is talking. None of the 0x5 is talking. They not telling. They not going back and forth. Niggas is just sitting there waiting for their day. That's what I've been told. So for them to have a 6th member, like you would think, like, damn, one of them niggas probably told on him. Like, nah, bro, they been had buddy ass. They just had to make sure they had them locked all the way in because it's a Fed case. You know, the Fed's not gonna arrest you till they got you.
Right.
So the niggas in the car, we got you. Arrest them niggas. Now, how did they know? Figure that out. Triangulate shit. Put it all together. We got the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. Man, R.I.P. Doug, man. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Doug. Man, I don't wish jail on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I got brothers, I got family. If somebody did something to their ass, I ain't gonna lie, I want them free. So I could touch their ass. Just to keep it 100. So I don't wish jail on nobody, man. That's all I'm gonna say on that. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Doug, I don't wish jail on nobody, man. Like, we need to police our own communities. To be honest, man. So
I hear y'all, man. You know, I think that's very, very crazy. I think it's wild. Me personally, the crazy part about this, I believe if they was from like a different neighborhood, a different city, a different time, I think they'll probably be friends, you know, Duck and Von. They seem similar. They seem like they done went through some of the same things in life. I think being in different communities, you know, being in different groups, kind of, you know, beef with them, brung beef. But, you know, I find it wild that guys who come from the same shit, same neighborhood is shooting into each other and beefing with each other.
Technically, it's not the same neighborhood, though.
Yeah.
It's like the neighborhood, they right next to each other. It's not the same neighborhood.
But it's like in the same close area.
Right.
You know, these guys come from impoverished neighborhoods. They both didn't have their fathers around while they was, you know, for a period of time in their life. I feel like these guys then went through the same shit. They should bond together.
I mean, shit, if they grew up in fucking Naperville or something, they probably be friends because they the only niggas there. But I think what it come down to is, man, it's hard for two kings to link up like that. It's not impossible. Somebody gotta submit a little bit. So which one of them would have been the one to say, you know what, when your ass acting crazy, I'm gonna just tone it down because you my mans. Like, sometimes certain dudes can't do that. So then they bump heads because this nigga can't do it. This nigga can't do it. Yeah, they'll be cool, but then when it be that time for one of them niggas to turn down, neither one of them want to do it. So then you get, that's when you say you get brothers boxing all the time, niggas fighting. You know what I'm saying? That's how the back door come around, because niggas ain't really like, bro, this shit real, bro. Like, we talked about it, man.
I get you.
This shit is real, bro. Like, I don't think people understand society. Real talk. Like, I don't think people understand society. Like, it take a certain individual to even push his way out of the mix of all these millions of niggas. And that nigga gonna feel a certain way about himself, and he not gonna let no nigga talk down on that. And that's why it's always the cool nigga or the gangster nigga or the nigga that everybody know. He the one in the shit. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, it took so much for me to be recognized, to be the nigga who I am, boy. Ain't nobody finna disrespect me no more.
Right.
That shit's over.
Right.
And then that nigga feel the same way, and that nigga feel the same way, and then what? Now we gotta fucking shoot it out, box it out. It's hard to, it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to blend the kings like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I can see that. That's well.
You know what I'm saying? They should be friends, though. You know what I'm saying? We should know who the real enemy is. You know what I mean? Because the real enemy don't look like us. They not from our neighborhood or the neighborhood next to us. So.
No, that's a fact. I totally agree with that. I want to go to the next question on this.